Trips to the airport are stressful enough, and the last thing you need is a PCN from Heathrow Drop Off to fall through your letterbox. The first question that goes through most of our minds is, should I pay or appeal it? How do you contest a Heathrow Drop Off PCN? The great thing about this PCN is that you can view the evidence against you online. You need to provide as much evidence as you possibly can to try and get the charge cancelled. If you think this is wrong or unfair, you can either file an appeal against the PCN or request a refund from the operator. If you weren't there and it wasn't you, it could be an ANPR mistake, which is the equipment used to read your reg number. Mistakes happen all the time, and this would be a straightforward appeal because you can prove that the car doesn't belong to you. I'll give you some other good reasons to appeal in a minute, but first, let's quickly cover off how to pay. The Heathrow drop-off charge is £5 per vehicle that drops anyone off at the airport's drop-off zones. If you know you might be doing several drop-offs, then it's best to set up the auto pay option, which lasts for 12 months. If it's not worth doing that for you, there are two other payment options, which are using the automated phone service or paying online. Between us though, there is a sneaky way around it. You could drop off at the long stay car park and get your passengers to hop on the free transfer bus to the airport. That would save you a £5. There are a few people who qualify for a discounted rate that include licensed black cabs, blue badge holders, recovery vehicles, two-wheeled motorbikes, Heathrow valet parking, coaches and buses. The only vehicles that don't have to pay are the emergency services, military and permitted work vehicles. But there are always ways to appeal your PCN. The trick is to back yourself up with evidence. Poor signage is a great reason, but you have to prove it was inadequate to see. Maybe it was covered by a bush, a broken sign, or temporarily masked by something. Take as many photos as you can to cement your case. There was a technical problem when you tried to pay. Perhaps you tried to pay your fee within the 24 hours, but there was no way to do so. Was the website down? Can you prove it? If you couldn't pay, you won't be the only one that day with the same excuse. You have evidence that you weren't the driver that day. If your car got stolen or someone borrowed your car, the fine could be on them. Your PCN arrived well over 14 days of the alleged violation. A PCN is supposed to arrive within 2 weeks. The only exception is if the DVLA was slow in providing your details. It's worth a try though, isn't it, appealing? The best process is to assess your PCN and see if it was issued correctly. If it wasn't, appeal it, but always act quickly because it puts the time on your ticket on hold. This means that if your appeal is rejected, you get to pay the discounted rate of £40. If you've looked into the evidence and you think you've got no chance of a successful appeal, then pay as soon as you can to get the discounted rate. It can be confusing about what to do, so if you're unsure, you could speak to online solicitors like JustAnswer. You tell them in the chat about your Heathrow Drop Off PCN and they'll give you a quick professional answer about your ticket. It's £5 for a trial, which is the same amount as a drop-off fee, so it may be worth doing if it could potentially save you some money. If you use a link in the description, then you'll be supporting my channel, so thanks.